Hello friends, welcome back to another session of my financial predictions. Today is the 23rd of July. We got, it was actually looking like it could be a correction for Bitcoin, just as I predicted. But we got basically a surprise rebound in the last couple hours. And that basically sets us back to the initial position. So we're talking about the day in range today, at least for Bitcoin, because we're going to cover other charts and we're going to see some differences already. So these days, just like I told you, will be the days where the price actually basically weakens. I've been warning about these days, these last 10 days of July, and I've been telling you guys that they will be the worst days, the worst performing days, okay? Where basically it's going to be very rare to actually see a very strong impulse. And I really don't think we can go back to this level or even above that. Does that mean the bull run is over? I don't know. Well, I do know, but I'm not willing to share that information for free. I have to protect, especially I have to pay respects to the clients, okay, who support my work, mostly. But at the same time, I have to protect my own work, okay? I cannot just freely do that because, frankly, I could do that, but the channel needs way more support than it's getting. So it's the state of things, I guess. Anyway, so we got corrections coming, just like I told you. It's not over. We're going to see possibly another very big correction around the 25, especially that day 25, but maybe even the 24 will not be as good of a day. Around the 26, 27, one of these days could present a strong recovery, especially if the correction on the 25 hits, meaning that, for example, it could be a recovery, maybe even a full recovery. But that, I'm afraid, is not going to be enough, because around the 27, which is going to be a very volatile day, it could pave the way for another massive correction around the 28. So we're talking basically danger. I remember some guy on Twitter actually asking me what days would be the best to short, and I remember telling him that to be just absolutely sure, around the 18, basically the start of this red box, and you can see it's basically looking like that. Even better around the either the 13 or the 14, just like I told you. Okay, I also predicted these crashes. So it's going to be very interesting the final days of July, because what comes after in August will be completely different. Okay, I'm not going to give that information for free. Again, you'll have to email me to the basically to my email in the description box if you want to get that information. Okay, very few of you actually have that, so you guys know what's coming and how to prepare for that. Anyways, that's all for Bitcoin. Now let's take a look at Solana. And you can see Solana, massive hit today, extremely powerful crash. Very, very bad news for Solana. Well, not really bad news, guys, because this is really still basically $1,900 is kind of good. But we got basically a strong correction. It was actually kind of developing around the last hours of yesterday. So starting from today to the lowest position, we got almost 8% correction. Now in the circles, I was only basically seeing yellow. I told you that some days could be in range, some days could be more volatile than others. And that's what we got. But we'll take a look at the gold chart to actually, because basically it was hinting at this, okay? And it's like I told you, especially in my other channel, in the traditional finance channel, I told people that the reason why I do gold and oil together in this month of July, which was a very interesting and very important month, which I was already basically talking about this since the very beginning of the year. I mean, in January, I remember publishing the altcoin season chart. All the information is there. Obviously, I cannot give any more. I cannot even simplify that information even more. It's already very basic and very readable. Anyone can understand this. It's just that some people, I guess, are new to trading and don't really realize all of these terms. But yeah, we got corrections. And for the next days, we can see we share volatility for either the 26, 27. If we go back to Bitcoin, those same days are fully on green, either both in the box and in the circle. Whereas Bitcoin, Solana has them on yellow, and I believe the circle is red. So we got basically possible. It's going to be very volatile days, okay, no matter what. But maybe altcoins, or at least Solana, will suffer compared to Bitcoin. So maybe they will underperform. So possibly this position is going to weaken even more, okay? And I don't see any respite, any recovery of any sort around, maybe if we're very lucky, around the last days, like literally the last 3 days of July. So you need to prepare. Again, I've been talking about this for days, for weeks, and it's been really good that Solana actually got to this level in July. Very, very good, because it can hold some similar. It can. I really don't see it go back to $150, for example. Okay, and that will change in the coming months. Again, if you want that information, you'll have to email me. Obviously, those are paid predictions. I don't do free predictions, because some people actually request free predictions for, I don't know, Ondo or Ethereum or whatever. I don't do free predictions, guys. I don't do that. It's just common sense. So let's take a look finally at what I was talking about gold. So again, remember, I was telling you, the reason why I'm doing gold and oil together in this month of July is because I want to check basically an experiment that I'm doing. Basically, I'm trying to find correlations and divergence between gold, especially gold, regarding to cryptocurrencies. So we got gold, red day 23, red box also covering 23. So I told you again, the boxes, they have a range of days, 21 to 23. This doesn't mean we're going to see 3 consecutive corrections, okay? I'm always basically saying this because some people still don't know how to read my charts. It's very basic, but you can see 21, an impulse, 22, another impulse, very, very strong days. But guess what? 23 of July starts around here. We got almost a 2% correction. This is insane for gold, okay? This is actually the strongest correction in the entire month, I believe. Maybe only kind of rivaled by one of these on the first week. And just like I told you can see corrections coming. So 23 had all around the charts a red signal. Actually, the best performing asset that we are analyzing right now in this video was Bitcoin. Very interesting. So we can see the same 25 gold season on the green. If we go back to, let's just go cover Bitcoin very, very quickly, because I don't remember Solana having a box for that day, but Bitcoin has it on the red. So maybe there will be some kind of divergence. And just to finalize, Solana has 25, I think, also in green. So interesting, very interesting day. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But remember, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Follow my work. Follow me on Twitter, especially, where I'm the most active. And again, if you want more information, you want more details, you want to talk about stuff, interesting stuff, you can always write down to my email or just write a comment. And I always check the comments, okay? So take care, have a good day, and until next time.